viewer, and thanks for watching. I see you're looking good out there as always. This is a 232 lumen Maglite Mini. It's one tool that we're going to be talking about today. Recapping, this is the Maglite Mini. It's 232 lumens, has 140 meter distance, and a nice LED, 2 AA's. Great flashlight for around $25 you can find locally, while it's all made in the USA. The next item we have is a SOG Fast Talk Tomahawk. This may be a little over the top for some viewers, however, it's a very useful tool to have in your emergency kit because you can use it to gather fire sources, you can use it to breach doorways to get behind obstructed paths, get into buildings, save people, get into places you shouldn't be. While all this, it features a 420 stainless steel head, ballistic fiberglass handle, good assembly, and for $20 it has a lot of function in an emergency situation during the winter. Always have a first aid kit in any type of scenario for an emergency. This is the Coleman Outdoors. It's got a few things different. Cold compress, we got an Aquamira for water, just a few things that I use while I'm outside, a strobe, bandages, basic first aid stuff, playing cards. Next is Gorilla Tape. Don't need to talk about this, it's awesome, buy a roll, use it, see how you like it, you'll love it, period, awesome, made in the USA. And a tarp. A tarp can be used to gather water, it can be used for a bedding, it can be used for flooring, it can be used for a roof, it can be used as a poncho with a Gorilla Tape. Just a lot of functionality if you're going to have to go outside during an emergency situation. Then we have the tinder and the lighter. We chose a Zippo and then cotton soaked in lighter fluid and Vaseline. That way you can always get a fire. You may not think a fire is great to have in the winter as you're going to be inside, but without power, without heat, you can always go outside, warm up stones, warm up bricks, bring them inside and keep yourself warm during the cold, during your sleep. Or you can always go outside, start a fire. If you have a fireplace, you can go inside, start a fire. Either way, you just always want to have fire just in case you can't rely on what your house should be doing for you. Canteen. The canteen stores a quart. It's a good way to constantly get water if your water lines are froze, because you can always melt snow. Without snow, it's still good to reservoir water in, and it has a canteen cup, which is aluminum. It's always good to be able to, again, go outside or go to your fireplace, whatever. You still have a way to create warm food, which will always bring your spirit up during the cold shut-ins, during the snow, the blizzards, whatever. So a canteen's actually very useful. Again, it holds a quart, enough for everyone in your family to get something out of this and constantly make water from snow. You don't eat the snow, you melt the snow, drink it. Next we have emergency Mylar blankets. They're 52 by 84. Mylar is very thin, similar to aluminum foil, but more dexterity. It's a space-age material, and it completely retains thermal energy loss due to thermal radiation. A multi-tool. I always recommend a multi-tool over a fixed blade knife for a survival situation in the winter or for an emergency kit without a doubt. We have over 11 functions with this multi-tool. We don't have to improvise, and we can be very objective with it. We don't need to spend time improvising with a fixed blade knife. Awesome to have, and anyone in the family can use it. Very practical, great thing to have during the winter. Then it's always good to have bottled water, probably at least a case or two. Then you have canned food, always good to have in the winter. You'll be able to keep your food cold. That's not a big problem, but this is also easy to heat up, also easy, it has its own container. If worse came to worse, you could just stick that in the fire and have a nice warm dinner. And very lastly, we have a blanket. This blanket is 86% acrylic. Acrylic is a very warm material. It doesn't hold water. It's similar to wool, and it will keep you warm even when it's drenched, even when you're drenched. It's great to have. And I recommend one of those for everyone in the family. Alright, thank you.